Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a couple of free titles that you can pick up over at the Epic Game Store. I know, I crapped on the Epic Game Store last week, but guys, they give me easy content to do, so I love the Epic Game Store for that, and I know some of you guys enjoy padding your game library out with a bunch of free games. So we'll talk about that, and then our good friends at Green Man Gaming, they've got a lot of good deals available right now. A couple of upcoming titles. They just got in stock a game that's been very well received, so we'll talk that as well in a little bit. But right off the top, Fallout Classic Collection and Wildcard Football are available for free over on the Epic Game Store. I believe Fallout Classic Collection has been offered before, and if you don't know what that is, it's Fallout OG, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics. Yes, Fallout, in fact, did not start with Fallout 3, even though that seems to be the perception that a lot of people have, and I can understand why. Fallout 3 is really the game that... It wouldn't be controversial if I say that it popularized Fallout at a higher level. I don't know, some people might come for my head with that take. But go back, play the Fallout Classic Collection. I get it that it's not going to be for everyone, but if you want to check it out for free, that option is open to you. And then Wildcard Football is available for free as well. I'm not going to pretend like I know what Wildcard Football is, but pretty sure football season is starting here very shortly, so I guess Wildcard Football is their way to celebrate that being the case. But yeah, if you do want to check that out, that is available for free. And you'll be able to try that out. That dropped back in October of last year. Mixed reception on Steam. Oh my goodness, 141 reviews, 59% positive. Fun pick-up-and-play arcade-style football game featuring 7v7 team-focused gameplay with the unique wildcard system that lets you change the course of action in an instant with special power-ups and rule-breaking abilities. So, yeah, there you go with that. And come next week, Epic Game Store will be offering Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts, which is a pretty cool little freebie, and Football Manager 2024. I have a couple friends that are super into Football Manager. Like, every time I see, like, that specific Discord server where I know they're on, it's usually them two streaming Football Manager. I'm like, why are these guys streaming Football Manager? Like, it's literally just them two that are super into it, but they just gotta stream it all the time, too. I had tried to talk crap. I'm sorry if you guys are watching this video, but, like, yeah, Football Manager 2024 gonna be offered for free next week, and, yeah, I do know a lot of people are super into those management-style games, so, you know, more power to you. That'll be free next week. All right, a couple of titles on sale over at Green Man Gaming that I do want to give a shout to. No, they are a little bit over a week late, but they do have in stock now Black Myth Wukong. It is 10% off as well, so $54 on this. You know, it's a game that people that are into the challenging action titles are really going to enjoy. I can appreciate the game in a lot of areas. These challenging, like, difficult bosses, these kinds of games just really, like, aren't my cup of tea, and I'm trying to not use the term Souls-like, since you use the term Souls-like and people are gonna be like, it's not a Souls-like, how could you? You know, it's a challenging game, challenging action RPG, love the visuals, love the setting, love the design of the game. Like, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful game. It's just, the actual game that it is isn't my cup of tea, and that's fine. You know, that's totally subjective. The people that are into this style of game are going to love this game, and, you know, it did a lot of things right, and I think a lot of other developers and publishers can assess a game like Black Myth Wukong, how it was promoted, how it was handled, and just learn a lot from it. You know, there's a reason why games like this pop off, and it's not... I know a lot of people want to be like, it's a lot of people that are just playing it in China. Guys, look at the concurrent player count when the game, during, you know, when it's 4 a.m. in China. It still has a very, very healthy player base. Sure, it's not over 1 million, but if you're rocking 150,000 concurrent players, 200,000 concurrent players, that's still an incredibly successful number, and you're talking about that coming from players over here. That's an incredibly, incredibly successful number for a new IP from an unknown studio. Go check out Concord's concurrent player count. Go check out some of these other games' concurrent player counts and get back to me, because, you know, Black Myth Wukong has crushed it. From a commercial standpoint, it has done phenomenally, and from a critical standpoint, it has done really, really well. I'm sorry that, you know, for some of those people that had certain feelings about this game, that it ended up the way that it did, but it is what it is. You know, people decide what they want to play, and that's it. You can't do anything about it. All right, moving on from that, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is out here very shortly. Standard Edition is 13% off for $52.19. However, if you do buy the Gold Edition, that will get you early access to the game, quote-unquote early access to the game, playable from September the 5th, and if you're an XP member, it'll be 16% off for $75.59. If you're a regular member, 13% off. They do have a code available where you could knock it down to 15% off, but XP members are getting the best price. And again, with the Gold Edition, the game is playable on September the 5th, 4 days early, and you do get the Season Pass. That includes a lot of cosmetics and, you know, things that aren't that crazy, but if you want the additional content, you know, that is there as well. There's also an Ultra Edition. That edition I don't think is as necessary. A couple of other titles. You guys know I love my JRPGs. Visions of Mana just dropped yesterday. It is 20% off for $48. Gonna kick off my playthrough of this today. Had some things I was doing yesterday, so couldn't start it yesterday, but excited to check this one out. 20% off for $48. And then Final Fantasy 16, of course, is out in September. It is 18% off if you're an XP member. $41 for the base game, but really, if you're picking it up, I would highly recommend you go with the Complete Edition. It's going to be 18% off for $57.39. No tax on these games either. Should have mentioned that right out the gate. You're saving quite a bit. The Complete Edition includes the Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide DLC. Those DLCs are pretty sizable, at least, you know, not sizable in the sense that it's going to extend the game by 30 hours or anything like that, but in the sense of adding quality content to the game. Like, it's worthwhile content that you want to experience. And Final Fantasy 16 is an incredibly divisive game. We're going to be talking a lot about it leading into its release here on September the 17th. 2 days prior to God of War Ragnarok, by the way, so a lot of titles to be picking up. But, you know, it's a very divisive game just because it very much leans on being an action game over being a traditional Final Fantasy-oriented RPG. However, when you look at Final Fantasy, each game is very much different from one another, but FF16 really leans on being an over-the-top action game. Obviously, having a lot of elements from Final Fantasy is still there. The summonings, the icons are represented in an absolutely insane way. And, you know, I look at a game like Final Fantasy 16, I'm just like, how are we even gonna top this after this? I'm sure they're gonna figure out a way, but in terms of scale, in terms of spectacle, I just don't know how video games can get bigger than Final Fantasy 16 or more impressive, but like, they'll figure out a way. But this is one of the most impressive games. Certainly do try out the free demo. This is going to be a game that is going to bring PCs to their knees if you are trying to max this game out at 4K ultra settings. Like, keep that in mind. You know, they are updating the demo as well. There's some issues here and there that are being reported, but nevertheless, excited for it. Going on a tangent, but that'll do it for me. Fallout Classic Collection Wildcard Football available free over on the Epic Game Store. A lot of deals over at GMG. They just got Black Myth Wukong in stock. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Remember, the Gold Edition gets you 4 days of quote-unquote early access. Visions of Mana, Final Fantasy 16, some Square Enix titles there as well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.